Hello everybody, so welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a what I eat in a typical day video. A lot of people have requested this and I thought it'd be fun to film. Obviously this is pretty much what I typically eat every single day. I'm a creature of habit. I don't change it up too much. I know what I like and I like what I know. So, but I have been eating this way for a long time now. It's like 3 or 4 years almost. And I've done a lot of research. Obviously, I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist, but I've read a lot. I've tried a lot. I've tried pretty much every different nutrition fad around. So I really know what works for me, and that's kind of what I want to reiterate, is that obviously what works for me is not going to be what works for you. I'm not saying this is the perfect diet. I'm saying it's the Charlotte diet, and that's obviously how it is for everybody. So yeah, this is what I typically eat. It changes a little bit depending on where I am, obviously, because I'm back in Virginia now. I have a kitchen, and so I usually make every meal at home from scratch when I'm here. In New York, obviously, I eat out more. And I have a list of my favorite healthy spots in New York listed down below if you live in the city and you need some suggestions or you're visiting. But yeah, so this is what I typically eat in a day. I choose to eat for nutritional value. So when I pick a food or pick a meal, I base everything off of how many nutrients and vitamins and minerals can I pack into that meal. I don't pick it based off of the calories or the food group. I pick it purely based off of how much nutrition can I pack into one meal. And I think that is the most effective way to eat. And it'll definitely be the way that makes you feel. And when you feel your best, you'll look your best, no matter what you think. So yeah, that is my little intro to this video. I'm gonna do a voiceover on me making my different foods, so be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave me any questions or comments you have down below, or you can message me on Instagram. I respond back to all my messages, so please do that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. So every morning, of course, I start with my matcha latte. I love making it at home. It saves so much money. So this is the matcha tea powder I use. Always make sure you use organic because some tea leaves can be sprayed. And then this is the oat milk I use. I love Oatly, and I get the low fat because it actually doesn't have rapeseed oil, which all of their other oat milks do. So I always do about a teaspoon of matcha powder, and then I always do my water in the microwave for about 1.5 to 2 minutes for like 8 ounces, and then I pour it in. I use my whisk. Make sure you get a whisk if you want to make matcha. It makes all the difference. And then I froth it up and until you have like a light foam on top like that. This mug is from a store called Be Just. It's in Charlottesville, Virginia, but they have similar ones on Crate and Barrel and Williams-Sonoma. So then I froth my milk. I do about like half a cup, and my frother, sorry, I spilled some on my cutting board. And then I pour it in like that, and there is my matcha latte for the morning. So I usually have this about 30 minutes after I wake up. And while I'm drinking my latte, I prepare my overnight oats. So I actually make them in the morning. It only takes about 30 minutes. So I use a pack of instant oatmeal. I use gluten-free oats, and then I use this Elmhurst almond milk. It only has 2 ingredients, just almonds and water, so make sure your almond milk is as clean as it can be. And then I pour in the pack of oats, and the key to good overnight oats is just pour the milk till it's barely covering the oats like I do here. And then I add a sprinkle of cinnamon, and you can shake it up, start with a spoon. I put it in this little container. It's best to have it in something compact so that they can set faster. So I put that in the fridge for about 30 minutes, and then it's time to top it. So these are my favorite toppings that I use in my oats. So I always take them out and I put them in a bigger container so that I can really expand the toppings and spread of them. So that's what I'm doing here, and then I always top them with some almond butter, some berries, some cacao nibs. I try to load up on as many antioxidants as I can in the morning because it's just a great way to get it all in for the day. So that's what I'm doing here. This bowl is from Crate & Barrel. I love these kinds because they're really wide rims, so you can kind of spread things out. So they're great for smoothie bowls, for oatmeal bowls, things like that. So, and yeah, cacao nibs add a great crunch as well. So that is what I'm doing here, adding those in, and that is the finished overnight oats bowl. So then a few hours later, I usually make a smoothie or something of the sort. So this is kind of my go-to green smoothie. I usually use mango instead of pineapple, but I didn't have any today, so that's what we're working with. And these are all the ingredients I use to make my smoothie. So first I'm just pouring in the almond milk, same brand. There's also a brand called 3 Trees that's really good. And then I usually do like half a frozen banana and then just a little bit of frozen fruit because my protein powder is kind of sweet on its own anyway. I use the Garden of Life sport protein. It's super clean, really high quality ingredients. And I just do like a little scoop of that, and I use the vanilla kind. It's delicious. It tastes like cake. And then I do a bunch of spinach. I definitely don't skimp on spinach. I do like 2 full handfuls, so like about 2 cups worth. It's just a great way to get it in for the day. And then after I add in my spinach, I add in my spirulina powder. I didn't show that, but yeah, add in spirulina, and then I blend it all up and pour it in. Obviously that container was a lot bigger than the amount of smoothie. And then I also made a little avocado on a brown rice cake with some Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning and a little lemon juice. Then later in the afternoon, I usually need a little snack, so I've been loving this brand Kalina for their coconut yogurt. I had like half the jar left. It's nice they come in glass jars with a resealable screw on top. And then I cut up some strawberries. Always make sure your berries are organic because berries are the most commonly sprayed fruit. And then I sprinkle on some of this Purely Elizabeth coconut cashew granola. It's so good. This is my favorite flavor of it. And then I was really in the baking mood. I love baking healthy baked goods at home, so I made some of Rachel Mansfield's vegan 1 bowl paleo banana bread with Sweet Laurel Kitchen chocolate chips. You can also use Hugh Gems, and they are delicious, and it always satisfies my sweet craving.